Hey everyone, Frog Girl here, coming at you with another chatty YouTube video from PNW Blanks and Sublimation. Surprisingly, the frogs are actually quiet tonight. If you have not seen any of my other videos, then you will know, or you won't know, but I do have a water feature in my front yard. I live out in the country and we have lots of nature, and one of those being frogs that like to make tons of noise, especially when I start recording these videos for you all. So luckily they're silent right now. Tonight we are going to press a couple of different cups using the PNW Blanks Signature Multifunction Drinkware Press and the 30-ounce attachment. This attachment is large. I will show you just a blank 30-ounce skinny tumbler. This is a skinny straight tumbler, and you can see when you put it in the attachment, you still have plenty on each side for clearance. So even though the temperature will drop off at the sides, just like with any mug press attachment for any mug press, you don't have to worry about that. You'll still be able to press a full 30-ounce skinny tumbler without having to worry about the temperature dropping off to get that fading white edges on your, oh gosh, that's hot. Do not grab cups without gloves if you have already warmed up your press. Yeah, that was a good one. Anyway, you won't get the fading on the tops and bottoms, those white spots. So this is our brand new 30-ounce attachment. It's available as of May 11th. For pre-order, it should be here. We're looking at the end of the month. So if you're watching this at a later date, we might already have them ready to ship. So make sure to go ahead and check them out on the website. I will link the websites in the description below. So anyway, tonight we are we're not gonna do a 30-ounce because I already did a 30-ounce video. If you didn't see that one, go ahead and check it out. We're actually gonna do a mason jar, and then we're gonna do a 20-ounce tumbler, just because that's the most popular tumbler that people seem to use. And let me see if I can get some more room here so I can actually show you without hitting the press. So that seems to be the most popular tumbler that people like to use for sublimation, and they sub amazingly using the 30-ounce attachment. But first we're going to start off with the mason jar. These are both a couple orders that I have, so I just thought I'd pop on here and show you my process while also taking care of some orders and doing a little bit of advertisement at the same time. So mason jar is already wrapped. I don't know what that was. So the mason jar is all wrapped up. I went ahead and put it in the press right in the middle. I have my press set. Actually, I don't know. I don't think I actually set the temperature. Whoops. Okay, so I actually have the press set for a for a 30-ounce. So for the 30-ounce tumblers, you do want to make sure that the temperature and your time are a little bit higher because they take there's a bigger surface area. They take longer to cook and it needs to be hotter. So I'm going to actually change that back down to my regular settings of 370, 375, and 40 seconds. This press does have two temperatures. I've talked about that a lot in my videos, so if you haven't caught any of the other videos, make sure to go ahead and check them out on the YouTube channel. Share with your friends, subscribe to the channel as we post new content often, not just with tumblers, but also with other sublimation and vinyl blanks that we carry at PNW Blanks and Sublimation. So we have it, we went ahead and set the temperature. It's almost at the 370 degrees. So as soon as it hits that 370, I'm going to close it. I have the pressure set to about medium to heavy. So you don't want it to be so heavy that when you push it down, you actually like have to use full force, because then you're going to end up breaking your press. You want it to be pretty much like just where you're getting resistance. And then the temperature is going to heat up to that 375, and then the time is going to start to count down. So we'll be back in about 30 seconds or 25 seconds. Okay, 4 more seconds to go. And when it beeps, you're going to go ahead and rotate your cup 180 degrees. And you can actually see where it started to, you want to make sure that the seam is really great about there. Okay. You can actually see where it started to sublimate. I don't know if you could see it on the video. You can kind of see a little spots right there. So you can see where the sublimation is actually starting to come through. But you don't have to worry about any parchment paper, or people call it blowout paper. You don't have to worry about using that in the press. It does not stain the attachment at all. We haven't experienced any of that with our testing in the last 3 months. I can show you my 20-ounce attachment. There's no marks at all from the, gosh, I don't even know how many tumblers I've made in this thing now. A lot. I just did at least 50 for a craft fair that I just finished up, and yeah, there was a lot of tumbler making happening. I think we've probably pressed at least 200, if not more, tumblers at this point in this press in 3 months. So now we can take off, make sure I'm in frame there. Go ahead and remove our tape. All you need is 3 pieces of tape. You don't have to tape it like crazy like when you're sublimating in an oven. And ta-da! And it's hot, so make sure I don't burn myself here. So there you go. So it's feeling a little beachy today. Has a little bit of glitter right there, printed glitter. And then it also fades into white, so you don't have to worry about it, how it curves up at the top there. I do other designs that I just kind of blend it into the top. I don't have any that I just made for the craft fair, but I'll actually post them in the group. Make sure to go ahead and join our Facebook group, PNW Blanks and Sublimation, on Facebook if you haven't already. And then you can actually see a little bit of the seam line there. This is my first time doing a mason jar in the 30-ounce, so I can, with a little bit of practice, I can get that, so that line isn't right there. I also need to work on my template for the mason jars before they come back in. But overall, you could see the bright colors, the beautiful results, and I mean, there's no white spots on the top or the bottom there. And that was only 40 seconds each side. So in less than 2 minutes, I would say 3 minutes total if you count tape time and prep time. Less than 3 minutes, you have a perfectly good cup that you can sell for, I sell my mason jars for $25. So, yep. But my area is actually a little bit, I want to say they're kind of cheap. So now you'll see I'm going to be doing the 20-ounce tumbler, so I want to tighten the press up because we want to make sure that our pressure is nice and tight to accommodate the 20-ounce tumbler. But we don't have to change the attachment or anything like that. The 30-ounce attachment presses pretty much everything the 20-ounce attachment presses, plus the 30-ounce skinny tumblers, the 32-ounce water bottles, and pretty much anything else that's longer. So if you had another cup that happened to be longer, it will accommodate, because this attachment is 1 foot long. So I mean, I don't know how many cups are out there are a foot. I don't think, that seems like it'd be a little unwieldy to use if it was bigger than a foot. I really can't imagine. I mean, but there we go. Okay, pressure's good. And we'll just go ahead and stick it in there and make sure my seam is in the right spot there. I always like to do my seam facing the same way every time. That way, if I ever happen to lose track of what I'm doing, taping other tumblers or whatever, and I don't remember if I'm on the first or the second press, that seam direction is going to let me know. So that's just something that I do. It's definitely not anything you have to follow. I don't think it really matters what way the seam is facing because you do get the full coverage with the 180-degree rotation. So we'll go ahead. We already got our tumbler in there, so we'll go ahead and it's set for 370, 375, and 40 seconds for a 20-ounce skinny tumbler. So it's going to not start counting down until it reaches that 375 degrees. And I bet you can hear those frogs now. They decided to come out. Oh, but now they're quiet. Amazingly. Can you imagine sleeping with those things? And this is with the window closed, and they are that loud. I hate that pond. All right, we'll come back in 40 seconds as soon as it starts counting down. All right, 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. And we're going to go ahead and do that 180-degree rotation. Oh, there was something on my tumbler there. Right about there. And it's going to go ahead and count down again, and then we will unwrap and unveil, and we'll be done. So 30 seconds to go. All right, just a few more seconds. And let's go ahead and unveil. So what I like to do is what we have dubbed the peak method at PNW Blanks and Sublimation. So the peak method, actually we want to start with the tape on this side, is we're going to just peel up one piece of tape and peek at it. And look at that. That looks absolutely beautiful. No white spots or anything like that. So, oops, that's a little hot. We do that at both the bottom and the top. Gosh, this is hot. Oh, I'm doing this off frame here. And the top looks great as well. No white spots or anything like that. So we are good to unveil our tumbler. And peel off this tape. I just cut my nails, so I don't have nails anymore for this. All right, there we go. And there we go. So we have our little turtle here. It says Best Mom. So it's a late Mother's Day gift for someone, I'm guessing. And then it has the name with the flower. And there you go. And the seam. If you can, you can barely see that seam. That's what I love about printed glitter is, I'm trying to see if you can see it. There's a glare, so you can maybe get closer. Yeah, you could barely see that seam. Printed glitter is super forgivable when it comes to seams, and that's why I love making the glitter background tumblers. So there you have it in, well, 15 minutes with me being all chatty and rambling. We made a mason jar tumbler and a 20-ounce skinny tumbler in the PNW Blanks multifunction drinkware press using the 30-ounce skinny drinkware attachment. If you liked this video, please thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe as I said. Go ahead and join our Facebook group, PNW Blanks and Sublimation. I'll link that in the description below, along with the websites where you can purchase your press, or if you have already purchased your press from us or elsewhere, you can get the 30-ounce skinny drinkware attachment from us. We are the only ones who have it at this time. It is pre-order. We actually paid extra for air shipping for everybody to get it super quickly, so we will have these at the end of the month. Have a great night.